Hello everyone, my name is Sark and welcome back to another SH Figuarts review. In today's video, we're going back to the One Piece with Monkey D. Luffy from Romance Dawn. This guy has been a very expecting figure for a lot of people nowadays, especially after the sort of lukewarm reception for the first, or the most recent SH Figuarts Luffy from the Roshigami arc, Ashigagadagadagada. Yes. But I found this guy, surprisingly, at GameStop. So, yeah, I was like, you know what? I was gonna get him because I do have his part set pre-ordered for next year. So might as well get this guy because that's who this guy's effect part set is gonna be for. So yeah, without further ado, let's get him out and see how he looks. Alright, so here we have Romance Dawn Luffy, and I gotta say, he is looking pretty good already. So, just to give you a short comparison, here is the Raidon Ashigama Luffy. They are pretty much the exact same height, and they're exactly the same characters, just different time periods for the Romance Dawn being earlier in the series compared to the Raidon Ashigama Luffy. Now, there are like pretty much some of the exact same parts reused for this guy, mainly the legs. The whole entire lower body is reused and recycled. I have no issue with that because this guy has pretty good sculpt on the legs and everything, so reusing them, well, they're actually slightly different. Slightly. But you can definitely see that they're pretty much almost the same. This guy has more meaty sections on the actual back. So actually, yeah, ignore that. I thought they were the same. They look the same from the front, but from the back, you can definitely see the difference. So you can see he has more meat on his bones as compared to the Romance Dawn. But the pants are the exact same. But they did fix them, so like this guy, he had the pins on the side, making it seem like these pieces were gonna go inwards, so you could actually have more range than this. But they don't. So, for this guy right here, let's put this guy on the side, he actually does have that section right there. So when we get to that articulation part of the video, we're gonna get into that. Now, the colors are different, so he does have blue shorts and a more darkish red tone for the actual vest, which is really nice. I like it. I like how it's a little bit different. Very nice. Face looks pretty nice as well. Very accurate. Very Luffy for sure. The teeth are a little bit yellow in my opinion though. It's mostly in person rather than in camera. But besides that, he is a pretty simplistic figure for only $35. So it looks fine nonetheless. Now, for the articulation, this guy should have similar articulation as the previous Luffy with some minor improvements, or for some major improvements from what they might seem. So, for the head, he can look down about that far, which is great. Can I have my camera focus? And then looking up about that far, which is awesome. Beautiful. You can rock it side to side and swivel it side to side as well. 360 degrees. We have that double ball peg, I think. Yes, we do, and that is amazing. So a double ball peg for Luffy, which is awesome. He does have that neck articulation that helps him sort of move around a little bit better, which is amazing. For the arms itself, or themselves, he can T-pose pretty perfectly already, so that's awesome. And of course, the 360 degree. For the actual butterfly joints, he has none, so he can get his arms pretty much all together, but he doesn't have any butterfly joints. I think the previous Luffy didn't have any either, so there's no issue there whatsoever for me. Actually, did he? Yeah, he did not. So, well, he did, but he couldn't use them that well. Now, for the torso, pretty much the same as the previous Luffy. Amazing articulation. So and you have all the copyright information here. A little bit of a gap, but going backwards, also amazing, no gaps whatsoever, besides this tiny little one, but that's no issue for me. And of course, rocking side to side, very rubber-like, which is amazing because it is Luffy, so I have no issue with it. For the legs, you can get pretty much a perfect splits, which is awesome. You can kick forward about that far, 90 degrees, which is great, and backwards, also 90 degrees, amazing. Now, let's go back to the knees. The knees, they get a lot more range instead of just regular 90 degrees, so let's look at how this works. Actually, wait, just 90 degrees. Or they work pretty well. So compared to the previous one, they're technically almost there, pretty much the same, but you can definitely see that there's slightly more range on the Romance Dawn. So not a, like, insane amount of range that's extra, but it's definitely there. So just to sort of show you. And it, of course, like, you can get an exactly 90 degree angle for it. For the he does have a thigh swivel, which is nice, which you should be able to have, because you should be able to just replace these legs later down the line when you get the actual effects part set. Same for the arms, you'll be able to just get rid of these. Oh god, that's not what I wanted to do, but sure, I'll fix that in just a minute. Give me a minute. All right, I fixed them. That was great. So yeah, so you should be able to, I think it's just for the biceps, which is fine, honestly. Yeah, the biceps should be fine. So again, when we get the effect part set, I'm gonna be reviewing it on the US release schedule, not gonna be doing depending on how I feel. If I am able to find it when the Japanese release schedule comes out, or when it releases in Japan, then awesome. If not, I'm gonna have to wait for the US release schedule for that. I'll fix that arm again later. So yeah, pretty. Okay, that literally took 2 seconds. Okay, so he's fixed. He's fine. Feet, Luffy feet, the exact same feet. They're decent. They're okay. Swivel them, rock them, hinge, perfect. Pretty good feet actually. So yeah. In terms of articulation, amazing, beautiful. Definitely a bit of an improvement from the previous one. So let's move on to the accessories, because he pretty much comes with the exact same with a little bit of nice additions, especially for a $35 figure. So let's move on to those. Alright, so for the accessories, again, very similar to the previous Luffy that we got a while ago, but with a nice addition in terms of the meat. So the meat, you can see that he already took a bite out of it. It looks really nice, exquisite, very nicely painted. You can get rid of, I think, one of the sides to actually put the hand through, and then just slide it back in, and it works like nothing happened. And you can't do the other one because just one side is more than enough. For the faces, we pretty much have a smiling face, which is, well, a mouth open smiling face, a meat-eating face, which is very nice, and an angry, very angry expression, which I really like. I like how expressive these faceplates are. We do have his straw hat, which is amazing, and of course the straw hat. Oh, that's the wrong piece. The straw hat face sculpt or head sculpt for the actual Luffy, which once again is very nicely done by just. If I can get this correctly. Holy crap. Can I get it right? Thank you. So it looks really nice. I'm going to have to put this to the test to see how he actually looks in the end, but very nice in overall. Now, he does come with 2 sort of grasping hands, which is great. 2 more relaxed hands, sort of like posing hands. And of course, we have the meat holding one and a pointing hand, which is really good. Good. So yeah, I gotta say, this guy is really nice. I do like the improvements that they've made to the figure itself, and of course the additional accessories that we got, even if it was just one. So I'm gonna give this figure a 9 out of 10. I do think that, again, there's gonna be like different faceplates for this Luffy as well, just like they did with the raid on Oshigama. I have no issue with that. Just again, kind of wish that they came in with the actual figure. But these are general releases instead of premium Bandai, so I really don't have much of an issue with them. But yeah, I a 9 out of 10. I think it's pretty reasonable for this guy. It's definitely a step in the right direction for the One Piece line, and we are getting a Zoro as well. So the Nami also just recently released. I might be reviewing her soon, depending on the timing of everything. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. Let me know what you guys think about this Luffy. I know a lot of people are very excited and happy with how this guy came out, but I would like to know your thoughts down in the comments. But yeah, I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.